Good afternoon. Today we are going to start Advanced Manufacturing Laboratory 1. We will start with machining part or machining section. Later on, non-traditional machining part would also come. This is experiment number 1 of machining section. Today we are going to study mechanism and morphology of chip formation under different machining conditions. By different machining conditions, I mean different process parameters and other conditions that I will specify. So the process parameters are VC, S and T. The process that we have taken is turning process. So we will be doing straight turning, and in straight turning we will study the effect of process parameters and other machining parameters on mechanism and morphology of chip formation. So effect of process parameters and cutting environment on chip characteristics in turning of medium carbon steel with uncoated carbide inserts. We are going to do straight turning operation. It is a C60 steel. C60 steel is a plain carbon steel which is having 0.6% carbon. It doesn't have any obvious alloying element. Diameter of the job is 190 millimeter. It is a uncoated carbide. Having P30 grade. P30 means it is a steel cutting grade. So it would have tungsten carbide and cobalt, and it would also have titanium carbide and tantalum carbide. 30 means it is a tougher grade. Its toughness is higher as compared to P10 or P20, which can be used for machining, rough machining. It is a positive, as because it is SPUN, it is a positive rake insert. The geometry is something like this. Phi is 75 degree, phi 1 is 15 degree because it is a square insert. Rake angle is plus 6 degree, lambda is 0 degree, clearance angles are 5 degree. As far as edge radius, nose radius is concerned, not in edge radius, nose radius is 0.8 millimeter. Now you have already learnt about mechanism of chip formation in theory of machining, so I am not going to talk much about it. As you can know, this is the job which is rotating in this direction with a rotational speed of ns. The diameter is d, so cutting velocity would be pi dn by 1000 in appropriate units. If you put it in appropriate unit, it will come out in meter per minute. This is the advancement of the tool per unit rotation of the job. This is the feed, and this one is the depth of cut, which is also shown here as the depth of cut. So you are going to study the effect of cutting velocity, feed and machining environment. That means under dry cutting and under lubricated cutting. So machining environment, these are the aspects you are going to study. Now this is the chip formation. It is clearly showing how the chip is forming. The job is coming in this direction. Chip is flowing in this particular direction. Here a schematic has been shown. This is A1. A1 is equal to S sin phi. Phi has already been given as 75 degree. This is the shear angle. So these are the things that you are going to study. This is A2. So chip reduction coefficient would be A2 by A1, and that you can calculate by collecting the chip. So these are the schematic of chip formation. So once you have done that, you can calculate zeta, and you can also calculate the shear angle. So you are going to study the effect of cutting velocity, feed and machining environment on zeta and beta. There are other things also you are going to study. We will come to that gradually. Now these are the cutting parameters. 60 to 120 meter per minute. Exactly 60, 80, 100 and 120 meter per minute has been achieved because we are using a central lathe which is fitted with a variable frequency drive. The feeds are 0.8 to 0.8, 0.2 millimeter per revolution. They are arranged in equispaced manner. So this is basically simulating semi-finished machining. As far as depth of cut is concerned, we are not varying it. It is 2 millimeter. Environment is dry. We have used soluble oil when we have done weight machining. Soluble oil means it is water plus oil, that emulsion. So water part is 20% and oil part is 1%. This is a standard industrial soluble oil that has been used. These are the procedures which are shown here. There would be a separate detailed video. There would be a detailed demonstration video which would be uploaded, and you have to go through it, and there also the procedures are mentioned. Clearly it is mentioned with explanation. Now this is the dry data. That means when you have done dry machining, these are the cutting velocity variation, and here the cutting velocity is constant. This is the feed variation. You have to calculate the RPM in this particular one, and for calculation of RPM you require diameter. Diameter would be 190 millimeter. So from these data, after collection of chip, from these data the zeta and beta 0 are to be calculated. This is the same data but for wet environment. So if you compare this with this one, you will get the effect of environment, and here also D is 190 millimeter. Now these are the different types of chips which you have obtained. So this is one particular chip which has been obtained under dry machining at 100 meter per minute, and here you can see these are the continuous chips, whereas this is the broken chips. So as the feed has increased, at the same cutting velocity, the chip has become more broken. So why it has become broken chip, that you have to explain in your report. This is the same one for dry machining. Here the feed is constant. Feed is not varying. What we have changed? We have changed the cutting velocity from 60 to 120. And as you can see here, all the chips are broken, but here you have some chips which are continuous. So the probability of obtaining continuous chip is increasing as the cutting velocity is increasing at a constant feed of 0.6. Why is it happening? That also you have to explain. Now this is wet chip, that is under wet environment. Clearly you can see the color has changed, and that has changed because of proper cooling and lubrication. And here also you can see the basic effect is same. Here you had continuous chips, here also you have continuous chips, but the continuous chips were obtained here, here and even here. Why this has happened, that you have to explain. So when you have applied coolant lubricant, you have obtained continuous chip at 0.2 millimeter per feed as well, which was completely absent here. So even at high feed you could obtain continuous chip when you have applied coolant. As far as wet machining or wet cutting at constant feed is constant, as you can see. However, at 0.08 millimeter of feed, at 60 millimeter per minute cutting velocity, you did not obtain continuous chips. However, continuous chips were started appearing at as you increase cutting velocity a bit. So these are the form of chip and the morphology of chip that you have to explain, other than explaining the effect of cutting velocity and feed and machining environment on chip reduction coefficient and shear angle. Now let us come to another thing that you have to calculate: cutting strain and cutting strain rate. For calculation of cutting strain rate, you are asked to assume the segment thickness to be 10 microns. So you have to calculate Vs. Vs is the shear velocity. So you know cutting velocity, you know zeta, you know rake angle. So from that you would be able to calculate chip velocity as well as shear velocity. So from that the strain rates are to be calculated. Now this is the report that you have to submit. In the report you have to submit the effect of cutting speed and feed on chip form and chip shape. You have to reveal graphically the effect of cutting speed and feed on chip reduction coefficient and shear angle, and you have to discuss them. Not only you have to record, as in the first point, you have to discuss them as well, and you have to graphically reveal the effect of cutting speed and feed on cutting strain and strain rate and discuss the effect of VC and S on them. So this is your task. Now in this presentation there is no demonstration video. We will upload the demonstration video in the Microsoft Teams, and then you have to go through it and submit the report. Thank you so much.